right? No.
What's your name and badge number?
Doesn't matter what my name and badge number.
Really?
Yeah.
You know, that's part of your policy.
You know my policy?
Actually, I do. Do you know?
No, but that does. That says if I walk on this property with my equipment, I'm trespassing, which is just silly to me, right?
Where's that call you went to? Going 85 mile an hour down the interstate. No lights or sirens on. Huh? Huh? Where's that call you went?
What happens when a police sergeant enforces a rule they don't fully understand? A calm citizen questions a vague no photography sign outside a police station, not with aggression, but with facts. What follows is a polite yet eye-opening display of authority being challenged and exposed.
Hey, I'm doing great. How's it going? Yeah, I'm doing great. No. Can I help you? No, you already asked me that. Can I get your name though? How do you pronounce it? What's your name, sir? Thank you very much. What's your name, sir?
Acting Sergeant.
Thank you very much, sir. Wasn't that hard there? Wasn't that hard, brother? You expect to come out here and have a conversation with me. You don't even want to tell me your name. Sila? Silla?
Okay, so nothing we can help you with?
You've asked me that 3 times now, but I appreciate you giving me your name. I appreciate you identifying yourself. Thank you, sir.
Enjoy the sun.
Have a good day, Officer Silly. Yeah, I appreciate your other guys too, professionalism. Yeah, have a good day, buddy. Be safe out there, man. Actually, yeah, sir, I do have a question. Yeah, what's with this sign right here? I do have a question, actually. Yeah, what's with that sign right there? This sign. This one right here. Yeah, what's up with that?
Yeah, so that's probably referring to this part.
Oh, why is that? Why? Yeah, but that doesn't have anything to do with the Trespasser Property Act. No, but that does. That says if I walk on this property with my equipment, I'm trespassing, which is just silly to me, right? Does it sound silly to you?
I can't speak, so I don't write the policies, man.
So if I step on the property with this, will you arrest me? How about you, Sergeant?
Well, under the Trespass Property Act, I have to
So what specifically under the act makes it trespassing?
you disobey the sign.
So what if you had a sign that said no black people? Am I disobeying the sign then? Well, it could say that. What? If you just said people with long hair can't come in here, what then? Like, I don't understand. You said just because the sign says it, it doesn't make any sense to me, Sergeant.
I think what the sign is referring to, I can't be sure, but it's probably to do with just privacy of people that work here. It's just to respect the people that work here, right?
Yeah, well, I understand people.
Trucks come in, people that were involved in accidents, so it's kind of private, sensitive. So to respect the people that come here that need our service, we ask that you don't report them, right? It's fair. A lot of these people are having bad days, right? The last thing they need is to
Okay, so I can make up a situation as well. Say Officer Silly here assaulted me over there. Maybe he punched me in my face. Theoretical, right? I wanted to come in and make a complaint on him. Do you think I would walk in that building without my audio recording device to make sure I'm safe again while I go in to make a complaint on Officer Silly?
So I can't comment on the hypothetical situations.
Well, you just gave me a hypothetical.
No, I'm not. I think that's kind of what it's referring to, right? It's saying if you have questions, feel free to ask.
It doesn't say anything about anybody's privacy. It doesn't say anything about anybody's privacy.
I just gave you my best guess, right? Just based on what I see.
Yeah, well, he's the sergeant. I want to know what he had to say. He said because the sign said it, that makes it law. Boom, you're trespassing. No, it's not, Sergeant. No, it's not. You can't just say you can't come in here because you trespass the property, man. We have a right of journalism in this country. We have a right to freedom of the press. It's under Section 2B of the Canadian Charter of Rights. So if I want to go in and work on a story about corruption or the good police that are in the OPP station, you have a right to do that. I have a right to walk into the lobby and say, hey, can I get an interview for a story I'm working on?
Yeah,
right?
if you want to do that.
No, according to this sign, I'd be trespassing.
Well, the sign is referring to the car. If you want to come through
The
front
sign
doors,
needs to be taken down, brother.
you want to come through the front
The
doors,
sign needs to be taken down. That's what I want to say.
Any questions, anything? If you want to come through the front doors, no problem.
Sure, I'd like to go in and get a complaint form. Do you have Lika complaint forms in there? Do you have Lika complaint forms or different type of complaints for OPP officers? Can I get a complaint form? Thank you, Sergeant. You guys agree with me that the sign is a little bit silly though after we've explained it? Yeah. Well, Sergeant, just because it says one thing doesn't make it law. You know, you guys are law enforcement. Appreciate your time though. Yeah, thank you, sir. You have a great day. My name is Jay, by the way, sir. I'm Jay. Yep. Nice to meet you. So I've acquired express consent to go into the lobby. There's some members of the public in the lobby. I'm gonna wait for them to leave, and then we'll go in. So guys, here we are at the Aurelia OPP station. We've dismantled their sign. According to the sergeant, the sign could say whatever it wants, and you just have to listen to it. Those little turkeys over there.
You'd think police would stay calm when being filmed legally, right? Not this time. What begins as a routine encounter quickly descends into power games, passive-aggressive commands, and a bizarre show of intimidation, all caught on camera. But here's the real question: who's really in charge here?
You're welcome to film, but you're close to my car. I don't like that. Can you just go a little farther away, please? Can you step away from my traffic stop, please?
How far back?
Just back there or all the way up there? I don't want to have to walk both of you guys at the same time.
How far back?
I'm not going to give you a phone number. You by the tree or something. Welcome to film. I just don't want you so close to me. That's it. Thank you.
that's the same cop as from a couple nights ago. Pretty sure it's obvious that you're being recorded too.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm gonna keep you out of it as much as I can, okay? You guys did great the other night, just so you know. About 50,000 views on YouTube so far. Yep.
about 10.
25 feet away is a long. Where'd you get that feet? Where'd you get that?
Officer safety.
That's for officer safety. Officer safety is cowardism. Public safety is heroism.
Well, it is what it is. But
It is. You're cool.
You're distracting me from my duties right now.
You're not doing anything. He is. You're here to watch me. That's why he called you.
Well, I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah. Well, then obviously you're not part of this stop, so you're not performing anything.
Okay, why won't you take 10 steps back?
And I want you to give me your gun. Is that going to happen?
No.
Are you going to give me 50 bucks?
No.
Okay. Well, then why am I going to do what you say if you're not going to do what I say?
Because I'm trying to.
Leave me alone and stop talking to me.
What's that?
Leave me alone and stop talking to me.
Why? You're standing here. I can talk to whoever I want. Just like you can stand there and watch.
Exactly. So you just admitted that I could do it. So just shut up and stop telling me what to do.
Shut up. Why are you telling me shut up?
Because you came over here telling me what to do.
Yeah, I decided. No.
What's your name and badge number?
Doesn't matter what my name is. That.
Really?
Yeah.
You know, it's part of your policy.
Do you know my policy?
Actually, I do. Do you know? Actually, I'm not going to get into it. Do you know policy number 14, number 7?
Policy number 14.
Policy number 14,
What does
section
that say?
7.
You know it so well.
It says that if you don't know your policy, you're supposed to call a sergeant so that you can get learned on your policy. Look up your policy. I'll put it in my YouTube video later.
Okay.
Is your traffic stop done?
Good luck to you.
Good luck to you too. 174107. E253125. this guy. They have lanes for a reason. Lanes, these are parking spots.
We're just gonna stand here, like we can stand here.
We can stand here if you want to. It's gonna look great on YouTube for you guys and your department.
It's a great video, I'm sure it's very entertaining.
Yeah, a lot of people love it when you guys don't do your job correctly and try to intimidate people, give them directives.
I have the right to park here, and you're just gonna stand off my side, so I prefer to be able to respond to something here.
I'm not stopping you from responding to anything. Absolutely not. If you got a call, you've got nothing in front of your car, you got nothing behind your car, you can get in and put it in drive and take off just like you should. You can sit here with your car on and waste the gas. I don't care. It's only like almost $6 a gallon. Everybody on YouTube's gonna love that too. You want to pose for a thumbnail? No. No? Well, you are right now, so. You know who that officer is who drives that white SUV? Yeah? Yeah? I'm sure you do. Yeah, he's real famous on YouTube because he tried to intimidate me and act like he was all tough. Yep. Have a good day. You're dismissed.
What would you do if a police officer sped past you? No lights, no sirens, just speeding. In this eye-opening video, one citizen dares to chase down the truth. He files a formal complaint demanding accountability, but instead of answers, he gets delays, deflection, and a wall of excuses.
Saw them walk around back there. Oh, we'll have somebody come out in a minute. That's 30 minutes ago. That's alright. I'm just gonna go right here and record some of their fucking cars. Hopefully you have what better than I do, bud. Oh hell, right there he fucking is. Where's that call you went to, buddy? Huh? Where's that call you went to there? Huh? You're the jack off I came here about.
Sorry.
Where's the call you went to? Huh? Where's that call you went to? Going 85 mile an hour down the interstate. No lights or sirens on. Huh? Huh? Where's that call you went to? That's what I thought, cocksucker. Hell, he had food. Motherfucker went and got food. He wasn't going on no goddamn call. Piece of shit, motherfucker. You know you motherfuckers gonna come out here and help me? I know y'all don't usually give two shits. I guess he had to run and go get his fucking food. That was the call he was running, was to a goddamn Arby's, I guess. Hey, if ain't nobody comes, I'm just gonna put y'all on blast on YouTube. I'm tired of fucking waiting. Well, looks like another good deal from Sullivan County's finest. Y'all in there fucking jacking each other off or what? I've been here for over half an hour. I don't give a crap. I'll put you on blast on YouTube. I don't give a shit. Y'all already got 3,000 likes from the last time. Don't give a damn to me.
How you doing, sir?
Fine, how are you?
All right, buddy. I'm Sergeant Knowles. This is Sergeant Owens.
How are you?
Making a complaint.
Yes, sir. I was coming back home from Bristol, and I was probably 5 or 6 miles up the interstate. Excuse me, honey, I'm sorry. When one of your officers, did you get his name, ma'am? You never did tell me what his name was.
Yes.
You want to have a seat or anything, buddy?
Oh, you told
You
them?
want to have a seat or anything?
No, I'm fine unless you just want to.
No.
You don't mind, I guess, recording.
No.
Uh,
Go.
He flew by me and I was doing like 70, which is, I'll admit, was over the speed limit. So I got behind him and paced him up almost to 85 miles an hour. No lights, no sirens. Follow him down to here after he gets off the interstate. Does almost 50 right here on 394, which I think is like 40, isn't it? Pull up to him next to the light right here on the intersection right down from the old courthouse. Pull up next to him and I ask him why he was going so fast and not using his lights and sirens. And he said he was on his telephone, on his personal cell phone. And he said, how do you know I'm not going to a call? Regardless if he's going to a call, especially if he's going to a call, he still has to have his sirens and lights on. That's state law.
Yes, sir. You're correct.
Your state law.
If he's breaking any traffic laws like that?
Yes, sir. He has to have his lights and sirens on. Absolutely. And I tried to bring it to his attention. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. I tried to bring it to his attention, and he was a smartass to me. So I followed him and lost him. He just drove around till he lost me. So I came back up here to file a complaint. He pulls in with a bag of food. So his call was going to get his fucking meal. That's what his hurry was. Okay. And that's absolutely disgusting because anybody else would have given a traffic violation for that very same thing. Excuse me, ma'am, I'm sorry.
All right. You said, what time was this, you said?
Just right before I came up here, I've been up here probably about 35 minutes waiting. Okay. He literally just walked in about 10 minutes ago.
So you've been here 35 minutes?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I'm going to ask you a bunch of questions. That's just to break
No.
Because basically the way it works as far as for my guys, as supervisor on this shift, when somebody complains, to me that opens up an investigation.
Sure.
To see the validity of that. And
I've got video I can send you.
Actually, I was going to ask to take a look at it.
Sure.
It actually showed the speed.
Yes, sir.
Another thing, I can't suggest you following an officer anywhere. Because the type of calls we respond to and everything, you don't know where that officer's going.
Right.
And as long as you contact the supervisor, you can give us the area, the time, and the car number, we can pinpoint that exact officer. We can.
Right.
I mean, if you're driving, don't get me wrong, if you're driving down the road and you're driving the way you was going, there's nothing wrong with that. You're not breaking the law at all. But if you're specifically following that officer, that's kind of a risk to you because you don't know where they're going. So, again, I'm not trying to point out you're wrong or nothing. I'm just pointing out every fact.
Right. But it's not against the law.
I didn't say it was.
No, I know, but I'm just saying
if it was against the law, I'd have told you that.
Well, I know, and the risk, as far as the risk to myself, that's my responsibility.
Right.
I mean, I'm 48 years old and I've made it this
we
far.
We try to help people.
I do, but the help that I've gotten from you all here lately, it's not been too good. That's actually why I picked up a camera and started doing this. I got a YouTube channel because of it now. And yeah, I had one of your officers try to arrest me over on public property about a week and a half back, saying I was trespassing on private property right behind the old courthouse, which is public property.
Great.
So he tried to arrest me twice that day, so that's kind of why I'm filming now.
Okay. No, you're fine about it. It's not an issue. It would have been pointed out. You're absolutely fine. But I seen that video. Got the card number and everything, so I know what officer it is.
Right.
So, just for your knowledge,
Right.
this is your complaint. We're gonna go find that officer right now and talk to him. Obviously, I'm gonna pull the call off to see if he was responding to something or not.
Well, if it was a simple call because he didn't spend 10 minutes wherever he was. Because I came straight up here, and then he was probably about 15 minutes behind me, and he had food too, so it'd be a miracle to go a call and get a bag of food somewhere in about 20 minutes, 30 minutes.
Like I said, we'll look into that. I mean, we don't take this stuff lightly. Like I said, we're not held above anybody else.
Excuse me, sir.
We have to follow all traffic laws.
Yeah,
We do. Unless
absolutely.
we're emergency call, that's where
Right, oh yeah, and if he would have just had his lights on, it'd been a whole different story. Whole different story, but he didn't. And he was weaving in and out of traffic, not signaling, everything else too. I mean, he didn't obey any traffic laws, any, that I noticed. So.
Like I said, sir, we'll talk to him about that, and believe you me, if my officer's in the wrong, it will be handled
Sure.
the way it's supposed to be.
Sure, I hope so. And I'm not doubting you won't. I know I'm not doubting you won't. I give everybody the benefit of the doubt.
And then obviously, anytime you have...
That's why I even rolled up and asked him before I, even was, I didn't say anything cross. I just, hey, why are you speeding without your license or anything? I'm just asking. And then, well, how do you know I'm not going to a call? He could have just said, I'm going to a call if he really was, wouldn't you think? Instead of giving me a question for an answer. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If he had a legitimate call, wouldn't you think he would have just automatically, I'm going to a call? Instead of just going, well, how do you know I'm not going to a call?
Right. Well, and you could probably sit back and think about it too. That one encounter right there could have had 50 different responses back and forth. So...
Truly?
But
Truly? Really?
yeah.
There would have been 50 different ways to answer me.
I'm not saying exactly 50.
Well, what would have been any other way? I mean, I'm a citizen. I don't deserve to be treated like that. He could have been honest with me. If he would have just said, sir, I'm sorry, I just wasn't paying attention. Hey, it's cool. I do it too. It would have been a totally different thing, but don't give me some bullshit line and try to say you was going to a call to try to legitimize something he wasn't legitimate in.
Well, no, and like I said, this whole thing, your whole complaint, I'm going to talk to him about.
Yeah, I'm not saying you aren't. I'm just saying.
With the 50 responses thing is that we don't have any direct general orders saying what our exact response should be to every question.
No, I know that, but it's just a matter of common courtesy.
And a lot of exchanges, a lot of times can be perfectly fine words. It just comes down to the tone. Now, we do have a general order saying we're to be respectful to other officers and the public at all times. Any dealings we have with the public, we are to be respectful. And I like to think, for the most part, we always are.
And I've been treated great by most of you all, but there's always that one or two, and then, I'm just trying to bring it to y'all's attention, because maybe just saying something to him one time will, that's all it takes.
Yeah.
Some people have bad days. I know. I mean, I get it. I'm not saying he's a bad person or anything else, or he's just a smart ass in general or anything. I get it. I'm just saying he didn't handle that situation right. Could have handled it better, and that's why I came here.
I would appreciate you coming, man. Like I said, I'm going to pull the call off and all that. I'm going to look at everything. I've seen your video. I'm going to heard what you said. I'm going to talk to him, and we'll get it resolved.
Okay.
Like I said, if I pull that call off and he wasn't responding to a call, if he says we'll deal with it. If there was any wrongdoing there, we'll take care of it.
Sure.
If you notice though, in your video, I wish you had a little more. In your video, you said you were pacing him at 80, which I can't advise you to do either because you're technically speeding too.
Well, I know, but but I know it's catch-22. That's the whole point. Do you not see the irony of it?
I see.
Yeah.
There's your rights as a citizen and
Right.
your limits as a citizen, and you don't have a right to go 80 miles an hour on the interstate, nor does he.
Right.
But if you notice in your video, that's why I was kind of wanting to watch more to see if there was more in there. Because
listen, okay. Sure, no.
if you say you're at 80 miles an hour, okay, and you're pacing him, then you're at 80, he's at 80, nobody's gaining or losing ground on each other.
Right.
You're gaining on him. Which if you
I
watch
wasn't
the video-
gaining on him.
Well, if you watch the video,
Not the whole time.
If you watch the video,
Well, you didn't see all the video.
Well, that's what I watched.
There was actually a point where he was going close to 90.
The part you
It'll be
showed
on
me-
YouTube, so
the
you'll get a
part you
chance to
showed-
see the whole
The
thing.
part you showed me is all I can look at.
Oh, I know, and I'm just
Unless you wanna
saying.
show me more. I'll look at what.
No, I'll tell you, it'll be on YouTube, so you'll see it. Trust me.
I mean, you don't want to show it to me right now, though?
I mean, like I said, it's long. I followed him for about 5 or 10 minutes, and him speeding the whole time.
I'm here for you.
I don't have time. I was literally going home, and I've been here for about almost an hour now. So
Well, like
just
I said,
look into it. Like I said, you'll see it. Trust me.
Part of the complaint process is I see what you have to say, what he has to say.
Oh,
what
that's
they
the way
have
it
to say.
is. That's the way justice works, right?
And if
You
there's
get both
evidence-
sides and then play it out.
If you have evidence of wrongdoing, I would like to see it.
Well,
If you're
you got an email address? I'll send you the whole videos because there's actually like 2 or 3 videos.
That's fine.
You got an email address?
Huh? Yes, sir. I can write it down and give it to
Okay.
you. So you'll have it.
Sure.
But like I said, I mean, I just like to have that so I can review that because the clip you showed me, you're actually.
Well, I mean, like I said, I can give it to you, but I can't
Which
give it to you
doesn't
right
show
now.
him speeding if you're gaining on him doing that. That's why.
No, there, like I said, there was a part when I was pacing him. Yeah, I wasn't gaining on him the whole time.
If you forward to it, I'd be more than happy to look at it.
I don't want to fool.
Because the clip you showed me.
Regardless,
doesn't show
I've
my
got to go.
officer
Just look into it. Like I said,
That's what I'm trying to.
regardless of the fact he was doing 80 or well over
That's
80.
what I'm trying to find. You said you have evidence of it on your phone.
Okay, like I said, it'll be on blast on YouTube, so you'll definitely see it, and you'll probably get some phone calls over it
Just to
too.
be clear, you don't want to show me right now.
I've already showed you it. I already showed you a picture of him blatantly speeding.
I'm just trying to find out what I can.
I mean, I know, but I just showed you it, and you're trying to you're trying to nitpick. I mean, he was doing well over 80 just because I was gaining on him. I was sitting at 70, and he passed me like nobody's business. I was doing 80 trying to catch up with him, well over 80. Well, all right, so don't sit there and just try to
I'm not
negate
trying
what
to
I'm
get
saying.
But listen, before I talk to an officer, whatever, I want to have sufficient grounds to. I need to see the evidence of it. And if you're telling me you have it, I'm more than happy to
I
look
just
at
showed it to you. I just showed it
But
to
you
you,
said
and
you're
part
gonna
of that
send me that.
video you just watched, I was not gaining on him. I was pacing him.
You said you're going to send me the full video.
I'll send you
so
the
I can
whole
see it
footage.
all.
It'll be on YouTube. You can go to Big G Audits and see it. It'll probably be there tonight or tomorrow.
All right, I'm going to go find a card to write that down on. I'll be right back with
All
you.
right.
Like I said, I mean, I'm taking your complaint seriously.
Oh, I believe you, but it just seems like you're trying to vilify me speeding and everything else.
I'm not getting it at all. I'm trying to see what you have.
Okay. All right, guys and gals. So what do you think? Are they gonna fucking take me seriously or not? I don't fucking think so. Cause he was already trying to vilify. Well, you had a cell phone in your hand. You know that's against the law too. Well, you know, you were speeding. Oh, well, you know, it's not a good idea to follow somebody. Well, yeah, no shit. But the fucking fact is, I was here to file a complaint because that son of a bitch was hauling ass down the interstate with no fucking sirens and no lights. Who gives a fuck what I did to try to get up to him to gain proof? Seriously? That's what you're worried about? How I obtained the proof? Oh my God. Really? Fucking joke. Fucking joke.
We got 3 moments, 1 truth. Authority isn't above the law. From false orders to blurred policies and excuses, these clips show why knowing your rights matters. Stay informed, stay calm, and always record. If this opened your eyes, like, share, and subscribe, because accountability starts with awareness.